Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, and Twitter. We're also on iHeartRadio, as well as come to the show, guys. I'm an international psychic medium. I do relay direct messages from spirit without any tools such as tarot cards or any equipment. I don't need that. So if you'd like to have a free mini reading, you need to come over to the main page and post up your question on the live platform here. And I have to use my phone tonight because the iPad decided to log me out, and I need to log into my account. So it's all happening here tonight. But never mind. In the break, I'll have to sort out my... Never mind. Yep, I'll have to sort out my iPad in the break. So welcome to the show, Jewel Polglaze, Kim Jade, as well as Karen Riley, Michelle Coburn. These ladies are always on fire. They're always on my show. Thanks for joining me and supporting me. We've got Tracy Gibson as well. Kim Jade, she says, Lesley, good evening. Thank you. We've got here, hi all on the live tonight from Michelle. And let's keep going. So we've got Natalie Brown, good evening. We've also got here Diane Thomas. Christine Williams is watching. I can see you watching. Whoops. So what's happening here? Yep. Okay. My phone's having a moment as well. I don't think the technology is good tonight for some reason, guys. Never mind. So this is my 430th live show, and Ellie's passing me pens and everything like that. Yeah, thank you. So Ellie's passing me pens, and we're on our 119th live show here for Alive 90.5 FM, as well as 430 live shows across the universe, as well as all my platforms. That's a really nice pen. That you know that the color purple, Ellie, is royalty. Thank you. You know that the color black means death, and the color the blue is admiralty law, as well as so black. That's why they get you to write in black, and the red means that you're living. Did you know that, Ellie? There you go. You learned something. So welcome to the show, guys. Come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You'll see me there. Here's Ellie. Say hello, Ellie. Oops, there she is. We're a bit stressed here in the studio because we always get in here late and literally got 1 minute to set up, and it's not fair. But never mind. And now the iPad decides to have a moment as well. So I'm not sure what's going on there with my Facebook, but maybe it's just updated itself. But never mind. Lucky I have a phone. So welcome to the show, guys. Send me your questions to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You'll see me there. We're live across the world. Like I said, 8 platforms tonight, including Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, Twitter. And I just want to say hello to a few more people here. We've got Anna Raphael is watching. We've also got here Sarah Renta is watching. Who else is here? Natalie Brown, thanks for sharing. We've got Julian Poole, good evening. So we've got Beck G is watching. Hi. Karen Riley. Oh, gosh. So, okay. Trudy Wilson, good evening. Okay, it says Sharon Riley says, shared out far and wide with love. Thank you, Karen. So let me go back a step. Send me your questions. I'm an international psychic medium. I do relay direct messages from Spirit. So Spirit gives me the message, and while people are coming onto the show, share it far and wide. I love to help new people. So what Spirit does is give me direct messages from the other side, and I have the remote viewing, which means when you come out of the shower and the mirror is a little bit misty and it starts to fade away, that's how I see things. I don't see it as a reflection, a mirror of myself. I see through that mirror as the mist just starts to fade, and I can see past that. And I look to my right because the information comes to me on the right brain side, which is the subconscious mind. The left brain is your conscious mind, which is the mind that's listening to me, the mind that is the conscious mind, which is your logical mind, and then you've got the subconscious mind, which is the mind that's actually, just doing all the subconscious things in the background, such as your heart is beating, your body is chasing around looking for things like calcium to put into your bloodstream automatically, things like that, guys. So that's what the subconscious mind does. So come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and post up your questionnaire. Don't give me any numbers or names or anything like that, guys. Just give me the question so that I can have Spirit answer that for you, not have a heads up. I don't like to have a heads up, or I don't like to give Spirit a heads up, to be honest, because it's much easier when, sometimes people think it's not easy. Well, fake psychics want to know everything. And there's been actually talking about fake psychics. On my page, I've got a whole album there of the scammers that have tried to scam some of my followers. And there's another one that just made a fake site. And I'll post up that tonight. Fake scams. I'm just writing that on my hand so I can post those pages up again tonight. There's 2 of them, and the only way that you'll know any scamming site on Facebook, the only way that you will know is that you cannot have 2 business pages, okay? You can only have 1 business page. So if they're going to scam a person, they will actually create a friend page, and they will ask you to friend request. So a business page can invite you to the page, but when they are scamming you, they do a friend page and they will friend request you. So that's the difference, guys. So make sure you do not accept any friend requests. And then what they'll also do is they'll pay for other scammers to come onto their site and like the page, so it looks like it's a legitimate page. So they've taken my photo, they've taken all my logos, and they've mirrored my page identical, except for a couple of little things, like it might have Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero, and that little hyphen in between is so small that you can hardly see it, and that's how people miss it. So don't miss that, guys. You need to be aware that there are scammers out there, and clearly I've got an itchy nose tonight. I don't know. Spirit must be. I was only sneezing on the way in, but Spirit must be allergic to something for the next person. But yes, make sure that you don't get scammed by these people, because and I will never ever ask to friend with you. That's the difference, guys. So make sure that you understand that I will never ever friend with you, and that's important to remember. So I have warned you, do not accept friend requests, do not do registrations or anything like that. We had one psychic friend of mine that she was scammed. Like pretty much anyone that's on a live show, doesn't matter what it is, who it is, will get scammed. So just, anybody that's asking you to register or give you a reading or anything like that, I do not poach people. I do not chase people. I wait for people to come to me to actually ask me for a private reading. There's no such thing as me attending, or stalking, or, going to anybody else or asking them to pay me for a reading. I would never do that. But welcome to the show. That's the world we are living in right now. So let's say hello to a few more people. I think I said Natalie Brown. We've got Julian Poole. We've already said her. Sarah Remta, sorry. Diane Williams. Good evening. Beck G. Good evening. Let's keep going. So Sue Morris is watching. Good evening. Ioana. Good evening. Crystal Brownmores. We've got Mel Hills. So, and also, guys, just with manners, my spirit is very, oh gosh, what's going on here? Okay. Oh gosh, what's going on? Okay. Okay, we've just lost my screen. Oh, Ellie, I don't know what's going on tonight. The technology, that's the third thing now. So it's here on my phone, the laptop and the iPad. This comes in threes. It's got to finish now. It's done. So Leona Sunday, good evening. Thanks for joining us again. She's always here as well. Sandra Angsley, good evening. Tracy Johnson, good evening. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was going back to manners. So as much as, I want to help everybody, sometimes, manners and karma and all those things are kind of linked together in one way or one form or another. Because if you don't have any manners and you're rude to people that are actually offering, free services to you, and people like to, not say a please or a thank you, then that's why you're in that position, because you're ungrateful. Okay, I don't believe that people are grateful when they don't even have a please or a thank you or anything like that to compensate for somebody assisting them or doing something kind for them. So I share my gift around the world for people so that they can see the difference between a fake and a real medium. I don't need any cards. This is my desk. This is my phone that I'm looking off. I don't need any cards. I do this because I have a gift and I like to share it, because that's me giving back and giving forward to paying it forward to other people that need motivation, or they need guidance, or they need help, or they need some peace of mind about their past loved one. And that's what I do. I share my gift around the world so that people can actually benefit from my gift, because I was given the gift. There's no point me holding this gift to myself and being selfish. I need to share this gift across the world. So that's why I do this. I actually pay for the radio stations. It costs me quite a lot of money a year just for the two radio stations, and then I have my employees as well that help me on the live shows as well. So I need to make sure that people understand that I don't just do this and be disrespected without any please or thank you, and that's my spirit talking. Because manners go a long way. It's like the saying, you catch more bees with honey, Ellie, than you do with vinegar. So just think about that, what I just said. So if you repeat that, you catch more bees with honey than you do with vinegar. And if you say please or thank you, you will go a long way. And if you're sincere about it, even better. You'll get more of what you want. So good evening, Sean Lakawatse. Thanks for joining us. Glennis Lacey, good evening. So Lisa Warren, good evening. Stephanie Brito, I did your reading last night, so you need to go back last night, lovey. I remember your name. We very much appreciate your gift and very thankful. Thank you, Glennis. Glennis has been here with me for a long time as well. No, I think you're at the bottom of my heart. Oh, beautiful. That's lovely. See, I don't expect all this stuff to come to me. You just got to pay it forward, guys. Pay it forward to other people, and the place will be so much better. And a lot of people will have a lot more love. It's really, really hard to trust people at the moment. It's like there's a lot of liars around me too at the moment, and to be honest, I'm quite sick of it. They think that they can get away with lying out loud to other people and lying about things that are not true. And yet I just go, well, hang on a second. Why do you need to lie? What's the necessity of lying? It's the top of my list. It's the number one thing that I absolutely deter. I hate it with a passion. So, and I can pick it before they even start. That's the worst part. That's why I think I hate it so much. So we've got here Crystal Brownmore. She says, what you do for everyone is absolutely amazing. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, lovey. I used to say to my kids, manners goes a long way in life, and it doesn't hurt to say thank you and please and a smile. 100% Omni. And I always got taught too that it doesn't cost money to say hello. So, and you'd be surprised if you go on a train or you go and sit in a bus, just go and try this. Try this tomorrow, guys. Sit in the car and don't have your poker face on and, your automatic mode poker face on. Actually look at the person's face that's coming towards you and give them a little smirky smile, and you'll see the surprise on their face, because they are shocked that someone's actually noticed them and that's actually acknowledged them and that they've actually received a smile. Because I can honestly tell you that what you're feeling, some people feel 10 times worse because they're going through something that is even more worse than what you're going through. So if you give them that acknowledgement and you give them that tiny little smile, they will come to have a better day themselves, and they realize that someone's actually acknowledged them. it makes such a better day for everyone, you know. You if you wake up and you say to yourself, I'm going to have an amazing day today because I'm going to be so happy, everyone's going to be happy around me, everyone's going to be, thoughtful, kind, smiling, laughing, joking, having a great day. You watch what happens over the next few days, and if you continue to do that, it will continue to happen, guys. And that's called the law of attraction. So whatever you think, feel, say, or do in actions, you will be attracting whatever you want or whatever you don't want, because spirit and the universe come together and they align together like this, and they only know one word, which is yes. Okay, so when you're saying to yourself, I can't do this, I can't do that, I'll just get by till the end of the week, or I can't afford this, I always use this analogy, then what happens, guys, is you will just get by till the end of the week because you've planted that seed. And if you say, I can't afford it, you're going to continue not to afford it. You never, ever say that you cannot afford anything. You always say, how can I do this? How can I do that? How can I make this ends meet? I'm going to manifest some money coming in the door. And sure as ever, money comes in the door. It's amazing how quick spirit will turn around when you feel it. You have to actually feel it in your soul. You can't just say it and then you can't say things like, I want more money, but I can't afford this. It's like you're saying one thing that you want, then you're saying one thing that you don't want. So spirit gets confused. They jump up and down and they get confused because they want to please you, and they that's the only thing they want to do is say yes to please you. But you're confusing them by saying two different ways of things. So you're going this direction left and you're going this direction right. So how do you think spirit and the universe feel in between? They cannot help you. So they're going to give you what you don't want because it's got more energy towards it. So Jack Howard, good evening. Okay, I use that saying a lot also, Tracy. Well done. So yes, the saying is you catch more bees with honey than you do with vinegar, and it is 100% true. And if I walked up to somebody and I said, hey, go get me a loaf of bread from the shops now, and just talk to them like a real pig, they're going to go, whatever, get lost. But if I walked up to them, the same person, and I said, hey, can you please get me some, would you mind if you can go and grab me some bread or milk from the shop because I'm run out? I'm really, really grateful, blah, blah, blah. And they'll go, yeah, sure. How many loaves of bread do you want, Lesley? And that's what happens, guys. You just got to test the waters. We've got to get out of this realm of thinking that everyone's against us and that everyone's the same. We're not all the same. There is a lot of people that are, it's getting worse out there with the trusting part and liars and stuff like that. But it's we've just got to give some people the benefit of the doubt. There are some good, genuine people out there. They're very rare. They're like unicorns, very rare, but they are still out there. And there's a lot of them. We just got to find them. So liars are the worst. Same. I can't stand a liar, Alicia. That's right. Nicole Pedersen, how are you? So we've got Claire Dodson. Hi, lovely Lesley and Ellie. I have a very close friend going through a terrible time with her teenage daughter. I'm her only friend that she can talk to. My friend is seeing a counselor, and I continue to encourage her to keep that up. Any guidance would be greatly appreciated. Yes, so Claire Dodson. I do feel like that this is taking a big load on you as well there, Claire, so you need to be careful of your energy being sucked out of you, and I don't mean that to be rude towards your friend. I'm just saying your energy is being sucked out as well. So, and I'm also getting 18, 9 in September for you. I had a lot of 18, 9s and Septembers last night on last night's show. I'm also getting number 13 around you, 1 and 3 is 4 in the month of April. So I do feel like this friend of yours is going to settle down, but I think that you need to pull back a little bit because sometimes it just gets too overwhelming, and sometimes the creator is the person that's talking about the other person, if that makes sense. And that's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing 2 peas in a pod for the daughter and the mother, and the mother is kind of, I don't know, it's going to sound really bad, but I need to say it because Spirit's bashing me in the back of the head and saying that this person might just want attention, if that makes sense. Okay, so, and I feel like that there's some mothers out there, and I keep hearing narcissists. I don't know why. I don't even know the family. But there's some mothers out there, and I've seen this before with mothers saying that their children are doing this, their children are doing that, but they haven't done a thing because the mother is a narcissist. Okay, and I don't know why I keep hearing narcissist here, and I don't, bless you, Ellie, and I don't want to say that, but bless you, Ellie. But everything is behind closed doors, I'm hearing as well. Okay, so sometimes it's best to pull back and not provide too much attention for this, and then see how it all plans out. Okay, but that's my guides, my guides for you. But going back to the other lady, she needs to pull back the reins as well. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. I know that sounds cruel, but sounds like, for me, it's tough love, and that's what I'm hearing from spirit. And I'm not a counselor, but one thing that I do know is that the constant going back into the past, the constant going back into the drama, the chaos, the torture, whatever happened in the past is just dragging up dirty baggage, not beautiful luggage. Okay, so when we have a lot of issues that are in the past, and I know people need to deal with it, I'm not saying not deal with it. I'm not a counselor, but I know for a fact with myself, even with myself, if I go back into my past and then drag up things from the past that have made me unhappy or made me unwell or whatever, then I would be just reliving what's going on in the past. So we all need to put that brick wall up and put it aside. Do not think about it. Do not dwell into it. We need to go into the future. And I find that for myself, a lot of counselors ask because they need to know how they're going to deal with the person that they're actually talking to at the time or doing the counseling for. They need to go into the past to find out about why this person is like that. But when we focus more into the future, I know for a fact that when we motivate people to focus more into the future, then we are actually focusing on the positive side of things, not the stressful anxiety, depression, and all that negative stuff in the past that's happened or occurred. So that's where I stand with all that stuff. But yeah, if she needs to have the counseling, then she needs to have the counseling. It's purely an individual's decision to do that, and I'm no expert. So if she needs to go the counseling, fantastic, But just beware. That's all I'm saying. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. And Claire, just another thing too, this wasn't something to ramble on about and, upset you about your friend. There's nothing like that. There's no malice here, nothing like that. It's just simple, straight, black and white down the line. And some people just can't handle me being black and white when it comes to messages from spirit. And that's just the way it is. So if you want the fluffy duck stuff, guys, you need to go to some other psychic. So Ria Scott, good evening. I haven't watched for a while. Hope you have been well. Yes, thank you. Been good, really good. I always say that there is somebody out there struggling a lot more, so just have patience. It's a beautiful thing. Yes, Crystal, beautiful. There's a lot of good people out there, guys. It's just that there's a handful of unicorns at the moment, and we just need to find them, and they are out there. There's a lot of people that are struggling as well, and there's a lot of people that are not struggling, but they don't see the reason why to help someone that is struggling. But I just was on the phone tonight to a lady that came on my show last night because I was helping her with some really serious stuff for her son. And I didn't have to do that, but I felt it a lot more easier to call her than to actually do this over a live show. So Yessie Vargas, good evening. Sandra D, good evening. Susan J, good evening. Where's these questions? So Nicole Sten, good evening. Dalina, good evening. So double bless you, Ellie, from Tracy Gibson. Let me keep going forward here. So if you'd like to have a free mini reading, then come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. So Lesley, you're real and say it how it is, honestly and integrity. 100% lovey. Thank you, Gladys. There's a lot of people out there that don't that will tell you there's a pretty picture, but there's no pretty picture. But I'm not about to say there's no pretty picture, if that makes sense. I've got to be diplomatic. I've got to watch out for media law and things like that. I just have to make sure that, the message comes across to people properly and not in the wrong direction. I've pretty much got a good record of not having people contact me after and say, what did you mean about this? What did you mean about that? So I'm happy about that. I went to the house people. Okay, so Nicole Sten. Hi, I went to the house people and I told them everything. And now we have a meeting on Thursday coming. We are fighting for it. Now, love a message, please. Yes, I do feel like this is going to be really good, Nicole. So hold the fort. That's what I'm hearing about you, about your property. So this is going to be definitely changing ASAP. And if I was you, I'd also get the health inspectors. I've got an itchy nose again. Get the health inspectors in as well. If there's any issues around the dust or particles or things like that as well, like mold or anything like that from leaking walls or anything like that. Okay, she'll know what I mean. And I'm also getting 12 around you as well. 1 and 2 is 3 in the month of March. So what does that mean to you? So I feel like March was a big like difference for you, like something that's occurred in March that's actually the like the pennies dropped. I'm hearing. Okay, I don't know what it was. If I had more time, I'd be able to tell you. But the penny dropped here. I'm also getting 11 around you in November. And also, are you the one with the itchy nose? Because I need to get rid of this. I never had it beforehand, unless it's just a dust in here. So 11 November or 2 of February as well. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. So what do we got here? I don't know but every time I get on, Ellie sneezes a bunch of times. My husband used to do that. Yes, 100%, Lovey. I get what you're saying. Yes, and that's what spirit does. So you'll find that if you've had a past loved one that's trying to get a message through to you guys, what they'll do is they will show you things like number plates, or you'll see, you'll hear if they used to sneeze and you've just come on and Ellie's sneezing. That's a beautiful sign for that, and she won't even Ellie won't care because she's always sneezing, but that's a beautiful sign for you there, Sean. So yeah, so look at things like that around the house and what's different, or number plates. You'll see signs, or you'll have somebody walk up to you, a random stranger, and if your ex-partner or your past loved one's name, for example, was a Terry or a Tommy or whatever, you'll have somebody walk up to you that looks similar to your ex or your partner or your loved one, and they will have the same name, or they'll have similar features, or the behavior or the demeanor will be the same. And then that's just them just showing you that they're around. And then all of a sudden they've disappeared and gone somewhere else and you don't see them again. But that's them paying you a visit. That's what I'm trying to do. Encouragement for the future. Thank you, Claire. Beautiful. So if you've got a validation from last night or last week or any other time, I had a few come through on Messenger today, but then type in capitals validation and then Ellie will pick it up on this show here. So the Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air show. But we'll be back in a minute. You're listening to Alive 90.5 FM.
Alive 90.5.
I'm going to try and get this thing to work now, a naughty iPad. What's my password? Can you believe that? All of a sudden. Yeah, it just kicks me out.
$1,000 can get you started. Hills Family Funerals, a family-owned and operated business of 35 years, can make it easier for you. Call 02-9659-0900. Ask for Richard Spiteri or speak to one of the friendly staff members to learn how. Get assistance today. Call Hills Family Funerals, station sponsor.
Dive into the latest news with Oz Arab Media.
Oh, I don't believe it.
Your
Did I get in?
destination for the latest events.
Login code.
And rich
Where's my login code now?
And Australia. Stay informed, inspired.
How do you get this login code, Ellie?
Download the app or tune into our platform.
Must have to go into somewhere else.
Media, bridging cultures, connecting communities.
Welcome to
Yeah, but where did it go to?
So it'll either go to your mobile or your email.
Mobile. It's not going to my mobile.
Aspiring investors and
Nothing.
buyers on their
Or your
ventures.
email.
With vast
Whatever
experience
email's attached to
and commitment
Facebook.
service, we ensure a stress-free
No.
process so you don't feel nervous. Don't delay your financial decisions and visit our website, sunplus.com.au today. Sunplus is here to assist in every way. Your journey
I know
to
where it's
financial
gone. It's gone to the
clarity
back of
starts with
Facebook.
Sunplus, station sponsor.
Are you looking for a home loan or refinancing your existing loan? Confused by all the mortgage rigmarole? Not sure where to start? Give Deb a call from Debbie Does Home Loans. With
my
access
God.
to over 30 lenders, she can find you the best deal according to your personal situation. Best part is, you won't pay a cent for her services. Call Deb on 0449 909 133. The mortgage broker who puts the fun back into finance. DebbieDoesHomeLoans.com.au. Station sponsor.
Need more time to focus on your small business? Let the Million Group handle your business applications. With our expertise, you can free up your schedule to serve
Come on.
more customers.
Come on,
and do what
Facebook.
you love.
What are you
Let us
doing to
take
me?
care of all your software,
Resend
technology,
code.
and IT needs while you dedicate
Oh,
your
I'm in.
time to growing your business.
Oh my God.
From managing
I believe
your
it.
online presence to streamlining your operations.
Oh my
Trust
God.
us
They
to
must have
make
updated
happen.
it.
Visit Aurelian
Hang on, Ellie. Give me 2
Group.com
seconds.
today and discover the true potential of your business. Station sponsor.
Welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with international psychic medium Lesley Spaliviero, and welcome back to my show. We're just fixing up my iPad. I finally got in, and it's not logging into. Yep, there we go. They've changed it all on me. There we go. Go there. Yes, so Ellie's getting in there. That's it. Beautiful, Ellie. You're on fire. There we go. Thank you. Look at Ellie go. I've never seen your fingers go so fast there, Ellie. Thank you, Ellie. You're a legend. So welcome back to the show, guys. Tell me where you're from, suburb, state, country, county. I love to know who I'm helping around the world. We have been here already half an hour. I do this live every Monday night from 8 till 10 and Sunday night from 8 till 10 on my other radio station as well. So we're on Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, and Twitter, as well as iHeartRadio and Omni Studio. So come over to the main page, guys. Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and post up your questions. I'm trying to fix up this. That's better. Maybe we'll go that way. Maybe not. Is that better? That's not better. I'm trying to fix up everything so I've got a better position. That's better. I've got this damn post in front of me. If I go like that, I can do that. There we go, Ellie. And I can see everything here. Just 1 second. So we put that there and this one here. God. If I do that, then I can do this. There we go. Beautiful. So welcome back to the show, guys. I've just changed direction of everything here in the studio, so hopefully this will work. And that's a lot better. And I don't get a cramp in my neck then, because I'm looking on this side and I can see the actual live stream going because I look to my right. So it's quite difficult to keep looking to the left and not the right all the time. That's better. All right. Beautiful. So let's go to the questions. So we've got Kevin, Stephen. Oh, good. You're back on Facebook. I can see you. Good evening, Lesley and Ellie. So good to be listening and watching. Thank you, Kevin. Beautiful. Colleen Deegan, good evening. You amaze me, Lesley, how you hold everything together. Well, I don't know how I hold it together, but tonight we had a little bit of kerfuffle getting on live because my iPad just decided to update itself or do something. I don't know what it did, actually. It has a mind of its own. Lesley, I actually suffer with itchy nose daily and sneeze regularly, not as much as Ellie, though. But it does get quite itchy. That's Karen Riley. Well, thank you, because it's gone away now, thank God. Mona, any messages from Spirit for me, please? So, Mu Awa Mona. So I get 12 for you, Mona, in December. I also get the number 3 in March. A lot of anxiety around you, lots and lots of anxiety around you. And I feel like this is around the dollar signs, but I see the dollar signs coming through at the moment, okay? So they definitely will be coming through around July into August. August. Do you have a little bit of an accent? Because they just said that's how you would say it, or that's how you would talk, like with that kind of an accent. So, but I'm also feeling like there's they're saying rumors, little people just yapping away in the background about you. But don't worry about it. Just hold the fort. Zippity zip. Just zip it up. Make sure that you're not saying anything to anybody that you shouldn't be, okay? And I'll leave that there. That's what I wanted to leave you with tonight. So we've got Sarah Moore. Good evening. Are my test results going to be okay? I don't know why, but I just saw 50-80, whatever that means, Sarah. Whatever that means, Sarah Moore. 50 or 5-8, but I don't think so. I feel like it's 50 to 80%. I don't know. I don't even know if it's 50 to 80%. I just got 50-80. I didn't see anything after that. Glennis Lacey, we're on a win with you in okay. Sarah Moore from England. Mira Awa. Mira Awa Mona is from New Zealand. Good evening, Kim. Tracy Ferguson Johnson, Horsham, Victoria. Any messages from Spirit for me, please? Let me turn the page for you. Ooh. So we've got Tracy Johnson. I don't know why, but I need to say relationship. And this, I feel like there's something's gone a little bit pear-shaped lately. Is that correct? Like everything's just gone downwards, like everything's just spiraled down a little bit. If that's not you, that's going to be around Karen Wern or Kim Jade, maybe. No, Mir Awa, Sarah Moore. So like I just feel like something's just spiraled down slightly. It's going to be picked up, so don't worry about it. I just feel like the other person's in kind of like a little bit of a rut at the moment. It's like a working rut. That's what I'm hearing. I'm also getting 19 around you and 10 and October. So what does 19, 10 or October mean to you, as well as 1 or January? I'm also getting 2 for February as well. But I'll leave that there. So we've got Lisa Warren from Campbelltown. Thanks for joining me. Glennis Lacey, I'm making a pot of tea. Who would like a cuppa? Well, I've actually been drinking. You wouldn't believe what kind of concoction I've been drinking, Ellie. It's a few things. So I've been mixing together dandy chai. So I break open the organic bag that it's supposed to be. I put it into a little flask thing that's like a cylinder thing that drains it all. And then I put turmeric in it, like half a teaspoon of turmeric. Yep, she's just cringed. So half a teaspoon of turmeric, and then a full teaspoon of cinnamon, because that is delicious. Because I've been researching my cinnamon, and I love cinnamon, and I didn't realize how good it was for you. It's good for cancer. It's good for inflammatory stuff. So I've been using that as well. What else? And a bit of cayenne pepper. So only a touch of cayenne pepper, because it's got that bit of that bite in it, But that's a really great concoction for my body. My body loves it. But the actual cinnamon is just, I can't get enough of it. It's beautiful. Very good. Very good, Sarah Moore. Being taken off my MS meds, having test. I hope the results are okay. Beautiful. Very, very good. Okay, the stream just jumped so far ahead. I don't know where I was up to then, but never mind. We'll get on track again. I don't know what's going on with the universe tonight with spirit and the technology, but this usually happens to me early when I go to the shops. If I want to pay with my card, usually the machine will have a heart attack when I come near it. I swear to God, every time I go near the machine, I put my card on the thing or I put my phone on the thing, it'll stop. And I'm thinking, why are you stopping? What are you doing? And it's just the energy. I think it's my energy around the machine. It doesn't like me or it doesn't want me to pay. Maybe that's a good thing. So Kim Jade, yes, she's hi Leslie and Ellie. Can we have a reading, please? Blessings to you both. I just feel like the things have been a bit tough lately, tougher than the norm. I also feel like there's just a few little things that are going on that you need to sort out that's not appropriate for air. And I think you know what I'm talking about. But I also feel like there's a few little obstacles that need, like, the stuff that's not for air, but the few little obstacles that you've got at the moment are going to settle down. So just calm the farm, calm the fort. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing just keep your mouth zippity zip, and things are going to turn around for you. And I feel like this is going to be around August into September for you, lovey. So don't stress the small stuff because it's all stuff, okay? As that saying goes, and you know what saying I'm talking about. Okay, let's keep going. So tell me where you're from, guys. Suburb, state, country, county. I love to hear where you're coming from so I can, realize how many people I'm helping around the world. So I've been here for 430 live shows tonight. I think that's a good milestone. Ellie's been here with me for nearly probably 200. About 200, Ellie? Would you know?
Thereabouts.
Yeah, it's a good effort, isn't it?
Weeks.
Yeah, probably that. So, Eva, good evening. She's from the USA. Thanks for joining me. We've got Sandra D. Hi, beautiful Lesley in spirit. Just had my mum's anniversary of her passing since 2015. The last few days. Just wondering if you have any messages coming through if drawn. Thank you. So, Sandra D. Guys, just remember to, when somebody passes over, I always say this, and this is probably the best analogy that I can give you, is that they go to the other side and it's just their soul that goes to the other side. It's not anything else. It's just the motor of the vehicle comes out of the car. It goes to the side of the road. It's still running. The vehicle actually just gets washed away, rusts away, and that's it. No more. There's no functional part of it. There's no living part of that vehicle. It's the motor that's still running, and that's the motor and their soul that's still hanging around us. Okay, and if you want to test that out, all you have to do is ask them to show you signs. If for example, if you want to find out if you should move to Tamworth, and I always use this analogy as well, you just have to say to them, give me 3 reasons that I should be, or give me 3 yeses, or give me 3 indications of why I should move to Tamworth, and give it to me within the next 10 to 14 days. So what happens? You'll be driving down the street or walking past, the grocery store, and then you'll see in the real estate thing, Tamworth property for sale. And then you'll see, driving down the street, you'll see a truck with Tamworth transport on the side. That's 2 of your yeses. And then you might see on the news a couple of days later, or within the 10 to 14 days time, Tamworth Musical Festival. And there's your 3 answers. Yes, you should move to Tamworth. It's kind of sounds crazy, but if Spirit's giving you those messages back, then you need to pay attention. And that's the problem with us now. Most of us are psychic. We just don't know it. We don't know how to use it properly. And everyone has this, but they, like I said, they don't know how to use it properly. But the people that actually do see spirit around them, or do see their loved ones around them, they actually feel like they're not listening, or they've got a blockage. And I really don't like that word blockage, because there's no such thing as a blockage, guys. There's no such thing as spirit not wanting to give you a message. They're standing there right next to you, jumping up and down, saying, oh my God, I'm right in front of them, but they expect me to knock on the front door and have a coffee with them and talk about the weather for a couple of hours. And they don't do that. It takes a lot of energy for them to come through and show me in the remote viewing, let alone you guys, that are inexperienced and that you're not up to speed with how spirit works. And you just got to ask them to show you something, and then you take it on board. Like, when Sean Lakawatse come on and all of a sudden Ellie starts sneezing, and that was her partner that used to sneeze all the time. So that's how the spirit will be telling her, the living person, and giving indications that they're around, because that's what they do, and they love it. They just go, oh my God, she's recognized me, she's noticed me, and I'm so excited. And they start to show you more things. And then people say, oh, I've got a blockage, or they're not coming through anymore, or they've left, they've gone, they're leaving me alone. Well, no, they're not, because you keep saying that you've got a blockage and that they've left you alone. But what they want to do is they want to give you a slap and say, well, no, I've been here the whole time. You're just missing all those little faint messages, because they don't show you the big messages like the knocking on the door and having a cup of coffee. They show you little tiny faint messages like a feather in your bed. Like, Well done, Ellie. That was a good one. So like feathers in your bed, which is very unusual, because how many people find a feather in your bed? You know, like that's very unusual. So ask them to show you stuff. Ask them for specific things. It's really cool how they do things, and then you'll go, oh my God, I can't believe they've just been listening to me. And then half the time they're standing right next to us. So beautiful. Sarah Moore, she says, I've been having cinnamon in yogurts and shakes. Beautiful. Yum. Everyone loves cinnamon. I've just discovered cinnamon again after many, many years. So over to you there, Miss Ellie. Do you like cinnamon?
I love
Oh, you
cinnamon.
love cinnamon. What do you...
There's a drink at work. It's called like apple pie, and like it's just apple juice, and you load it with cinnamon, and it's just
so apple juice.
It's like apple juice, cinnamon, and like sorbet with ice, and you blend it into a smoothie. But I tripled the cinnamon, and it's so good.
Wow! And the apple, is that just like normal,
just like
crushed apple, or is it already made?
It's like the bottled apple juice, but I go to the juicer and like juice actual apples
beautiful
for it.
Yeah, that's
so
I love that. Wow. I think I'm going to go and work at the Boost place, whatever it's called.
Validations as well.
Oh, over to you.
So Nicole Stone said, yes, they come to the house the other day and tested everything in the house. The people you said, I'm so worried about me, my family, kids and pets. And the 3rd of March is my dad's birthday, and the November one is about my family who passed. It's about a family member who passed away.
Who's this, Ellie?
Nicole Stone.
Nicole Stone.
And I lost money, and I think the house people are going down. I've got a gut feeling that something is pulling me to the 28th of July.
Wow, go figure. Yeah, there's the 3rd of March there. I just realised. There it is there. Cool. Yes. Back over to you then, Miss Ellie.
Tracy Ferguson said, validation, yes, relationship has spiraled a bit. Things at hubby's work has him down, but he appealed and is waiting on the decision. 19 comes up all the time, and just found out hubby's family farm was number 19. And his dad passed away at age 48. I strongly believe it's to do with him letting us know he's near.
Yeah, 100%. See, this is a thing, like I've been saying, there's a lot of signs that spirit will show you all the time. And, you know, people have got to understand too, if you're in a relationship or if you're in a working environment or in a friendship with people and stuff like that, there's only 3 kind of, things. Well, how can I say this? Let me pull back a bit. So if you're in a relationship, you're in a working environment, or you're in a friend's, or a community thing. So 4 things, I should say. And when things start to get very difficult and people start to show their true colors and people start to lie and people start to BS and people start to be narcissistic or egotistical or whatever the case may be, you start to realize that spirit's doing this on purpose to get you out of that path or get you away from those people, because they're not the right people for your path, if that makes sense. So spirit will start to make things more difficult and more difficult until you learn the lesson of moving on and getting away from the toxicity, from the people that are not meant to be around you. And watch how things change as soon as you're away from them, because your spirit will calm down, because they've got a job to do. They've got a job to protect you. So if they can't protect you, they'll make things a lot more difficult for you so that you're not enjoying yourself, especially in relationships or, close friendships. And it'll make things so difficult that you cannot stand staying there any longer, because your soul gets interrupted. Your soul's peace gets interrupted. Your temple in your body gets interrupted. Your body will start to, have, you'll feel that awkwardness from the other person. And I feel it all the time. If someone wants to do something to me and they know they've done something wrong, they pretty much go running around and tell people rubbish, because they have to lie, because they know that I'm on their tail, or I will sort it out straight because I'm black and white, and I don't go around, chasing people for this. But if I see them, I just say it straight. Well, hang on, buddy. Why did you do that for? Because it wasn't right. The truth is the truth, guys, and a lie is a lie. So when you have someone that's BSing you or lying or whatever, you just got to call it out. And half the time we don't call it out, so they keep doing this to everybody else. But they have, and I don't like saying this, but I feel like it's a demonic thing, and that people don't realize that that's how they start to break down other relationships around them, because they've got some entity or some sort of, and it sounds crazy. I haven't got one eye in the middle of my head, but it just sounds, like if they haven't been doing that all this time and they've all of a sudden changed, something's not right. Okay, it's either a jealousy or they've got issues with their past that they can't help, and you're the brunt of it, and that's not good either. And I don't call these people friends. When they do this to you, you just move straight on and get rid of them, because you don't need it, and your spirit will make it as difficult as possible to move you on. I've seen this 100 times with private readings and other people around me with other situations, and lots of stuff that I could talk all night about. But spirit will make your spirit, not mine, but your spirit, mine helps me, but your spirit will protect you as much as it can, and it will make everything as difficult as possible to get you out of that situation, because you're not learning the lessons. That's why it gets harder and harder, and the hurt gets more and more, because you're being silly. You're not actually listening to what your pain is, your sorrow. And then you have all this deep-hearted sorrow later because you didn't listen at the start. And it's hard to acknowledge it with people, because people can't acknowledge it because they don't understand spirit. They don't understand what's happening around them, because they're only in the automatic mode, in the mode of what they are already in that current environment, that little capsule that they're in. And it's a shame. And, sometimes I miss things as well. I'm only human. And spirit will let me just fall into, the quicksand sometimes as well. And I don't always, but I've just discovered a few people that are, lately are liars, and they know I know. So that's why they stay away. But did you see that? Did we do that validation from Tracy Johnson? We did, didn't we? Yeah.
Ferguson.
The long one, the 34 years.
Yeah.
40 years October.
40 years October.
Was that the one? Yeah, it has spiraled, yeah.
Yeah.
See how cool that is now? You can actually pull that over, Ellie, and look at my little pad. Look at my iPad. That's cool. You must need... nope, I won't read that one. Okay. Let me keep going. Spirit keeps telling me to keep going. So I like cinnamon and sugar on toast. Yum, yum, yum. Crystal Brownmore, stop the sugar on toast. Sugar is a cancer inhibitor, lovey. So get rid of the sugar, guys. It's actually poison. I call it poison anyway. But when I had my cancer 18 years ago, I discovered that it just feeds cancer. That's what I don't have. Like I have very rarely I have a sweet. It's only on special occasions if you're lucky. So Karen Wern, I found a white feather in my street number display. Wow. That's cool. There you go. So just ask your spirits to show you signs, protect you. Ask them to protect you all the time. Karen Raleigh, my mum raised us without sugar. Now I can only bear a little bit of sugar in so many things. You can taste the difference between the real sugar and the artificial, 100%. Well, my mum put us on, what was it called? Glucose. We used to have glucose all the time. I don't know why. I just like the glucose. Yes, 100%. What's this one here? Haley Carey, would love to know, please, if there is anything for me feeling very lost right now. So, yes, 100% there. Good, Glenna. She says, Lesley will tell you to watch the Secret full movie. So I'm also going to put up on my page, I want to watch it first, but I will be putting up on my page this week sometime coming, the science of what's it called, the science of the secret, or the secrets of science, or something like that. It's a YouTube, and it's part of the laws of attraction as well, but I haven't watched it yet, so I can't recommend it. I've got it on my computer here and it's ready to go, so I might start it tonight. Yes, so I've been in this house for 7 years. Also, 7 means I am going through a new life for me and my family. Yes, beautiful. Nicole Sten. Joe and Dilla. Warm hellos, Leslie. I really need to ask. Sorry, who was that person that was struggling just then? I nearly forgot to do the reading for her. Was that Sandra D? Not Sandra
no,
D. I've done her.
Someone.
Who was it? It was just here and it just skipped. She just wrote someone. I just saw it pop up and
Haley Carey. Haley Carey.
How do you spell it?
H-Y-L-E-Y and then C-A-R-E-Y.
Oh, here, Haley Carey. Right. So she's feeling lost at the moment. Lots of anxiety there. Do you have issues with the throat as well? Throat and into the chest, or who's that? I also get the number 13 around you. 1 and 3 is 4 in the month of April. I do feel like Haley, this has been happening since April. I feel like this has been like a spiral down since April and it's turned into a roller coaster. So you've had this whirlwind of a spiral and now it's all like up and down. This has been happening since April. And there's just, is this the cost of living? I don't know. I just heard cost of living. Why? It's really, really weird because I wrote down lost, but it looked like cost, and then the spirit said cost of living. So that just, I don't know what's going on there, but I do see the dollar signs for you. I do feel like things are going to get better for you around July and into August, the same as the last person. Yeah, and I do feel the anxiety. And now you need to go watch the Secret full movie, 100%, an hour and 20-something minutes on YouTube. And I'm telling you, it will change your life because you will not be saying ever again that you're feeling lost. Because if the more you say you're feeling lost, the more you're planning to see with the universe to have all these bad things and all this chaos and all this doom and gloom around you continue to occur. So we need to make sure that we're not saying things that we don't want, because spirit and the universe align together. They jump up and down when you want something, and doesn't matter what you want, you're going to get what you want, lovey. So you need to stop that. And I'll leave that there. But a lot of people, I've been saying to go watch the Secret full movie for the last 430 live shows. And I'm getting people finally coming back to me now saying, yes, I've watched The Secret and it's amazing and I wish I would have watched it a long time ago. And that's the same for me. So Joe and Della, warm hellos, Leslie. I really need to ask, is my granddaughter safe with my daughter? New connection she has with a male she's with. I just don't feel it is safe connection. I strongly feel the same as you. Okay, 100% Joe. Thank you if you get to help guide. God bless, appreciate with all. Yes, I kind of feel the same way as you. I don't know what it is. I just feel like your daughter is looking for love, but she's looking in all the wrong places. You know, like that song, Looking in All the Wrong Places. I think it was an Elvis Presley song maybe, or whatever it was. Don't ask me. But that's what I'm feeling about this person as well. 100%. I think you're on point with that. Your instincts, follow your instincts. And the colors will show soon. So don't worry, it's all going to come out. And you know what you can do too? If some things are not right with you guys, you can actually, my nose is itchy again, you can actually put the person that you don't want around you or around at all, you put them as a little tiny smurf on your left hand and you blow them away, love and light, into the future. Okay? Just blow them. Just pretend that they're a little small smurf on your left hand and blow them away into the future, and they will be gone within 2 weeks. I've done that before. I did that with a really toxic person at a work that I worked at many years ago. And my friend told me to do this, and sure as ever, the guy was there, and then within 7 days he was resigning. And I'm thinking, wow, I didn't even know him. I just tried it. Yep, it worked. Well, I don't even know if it was that, but anyway. But we'll be back in a minute. You're listening to Alive 90.5 FM.
The Hills Parramatta and Cumberland.
Alive 90.5.
Okay, medical students, who can tell me what blood type A
See, I can't turn it up.
Antigens are in the blood.
Very good. And who can
That's
tell
my
me what
concoction.
big-type love means? Yes.
So I've got my concoction in my cup here. It's got lots of cinnamon in it,
And
Ellie.
is it a rare blood type?
Not around my neck of the woods. Show your support and show
I'll bring
up.
you one of
Blacktown
my
City
little
FC, your town,
tea bags
your
next
town.
time. You can try it. No, it doesn't have turmeric in it. It's just the dandy chai, but you can put turmeric in as a separate thing. Yeah, no, the turmeric's a bit of a hard one to swallow. Yeah, the cayenne pepper's not any better. Crystal Brownmoors, I love how you just say it. Well, you know, if I wasn't on live radio, I could say a lot more there, Crystal, because people need to be pulled up. And it's the time and place to be pulled up is right now with people around me at the moment, because they're all out of line. And they think that, you know, you don't see these things that they do, and they do. They underestimate you. They underestimate me. Yeah, Crystal Brown was, I'm definitely trying to get rid of sugar. Sugar I used to drink triple with my tea. Ooh. Now I drink 2 cream and a half of sugar in a large. I'm trying is the first step. Good. Just get off it. It's so bad for you. You'll love me later when you don't have cancer.
We've got you covered. It's futsal like never before. Strange name, great game. For more information, call Frank at 041 338 2432. Don't miss out on the
Thanks,
action.
Karen.
Race up and join Indoor Fives futsal.
I've got all my followers there. They've been with me for a long time, looking out for me. Oh God, I've never been called Lizzie. Lizzie, Leslie. Ria Scott. Learn how to spell my name. Everyone spells my name wrong. I'm so used to it. Never mind. If that's all they've got to do.
12 by 18 inch enlargement. HR Images brings you a bundle of joyful memories for you to cherish for your next event. Station sponsor.
Welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero. Ellie's just giving me the eyebrows up because she's going, wow, you just got on there just in time. Well, yes, I was too busy looking at my stream here, but welcome to the show. Welcome back to the show, guys. We've been here for 1 hour already. We've got another hour to go. So if you'd like to have a free mini reading, then come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You'll see me there. We're live across the world, including Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, Twitter, iHeartRadio from last night's show, as well as Omni Studio podcasting tonight as well. So a lot of platforms Ellie has to look after, and she does an amazing job, don't you, Ellie? She's on point. She's been with me for 2 years, this one. Yay. Yes, we were physically sickened by an outrageous liar bully recently. We also sensed something quite sinister there. Can you see something important? Kim Jade. I've already done the reading for you, lovey, and that's what I said before. Something wasn't right around you. So, whoops. Come on. Yep, there we go. Little iPad struggling there. Sarah, a Christian, I did a reading for you the other night. Will my, ageism painting be... I don't understand that. Oh, Simonetto. Hi, lovely lady. May I please have a reading? Something very special is happening this weekend. Do our angels have messages? Yes, isn't your daughter getting married? Is it this weekend? What's this month? I thought something was happening in October. Was the wedding in October? Can you remember? Doesn't matter, but she said something's very special is happening this month. I do feel like it's going to go, whatever's happening this weekend is going to be beautiful. I'm hearing a lot of noise in my head here, and it's not from the headset. I just feel like there's a lot of noise in your head right now. I feel like there's a lot of things going on around you still. Nothing's settled down, and this is generated from you, Simonetta, because you can't slow down and you can't settle down. You can't calm down because you're always kerfuffling around, just, not relaxing. This is not good for you. So this will catch up with you later. So you need to pull back the reins a bit, okay? I'm trying to save your energy. because you want to be on point all the time for a long time, not on point or on point and full steam ahead for half the time. Okay, so this is all about you right now, so you need to pull back and calm the farm, calm down. But I do feel like this weekend's going to go really well. And I'm getting October. I don't know why. I think I wrote this down ages ago from memory. October for wedding. Is that right? Or is it this weekend? Something's this weekend. I feel a bit sick around you in the stomach as well. Is this just nerves or what's the story there? But I'll leave that there. Thank you. There you go. Bev Ridley, I found a little white feather on my front doorstep. Beautiful. I had my house inspection today. Went well. I'm glad it's over for another year. Beautiful. Well done, Karen Riley. There we go. Whoops, it's just jumped again. Wow, this stream is really fast. Well, I've got to go back a bit now. Is there any more validations there, Ellie?
No, not that I can.
We did the one from... I think I'm not sure if this is a validation. Thank you, Leslie. Bless, so appreciated. Will they both be safe though? I do feel like that your daughter's going. If this is the one about your daughter, I can't remember who I read for the daughter. If this is the one about your daughter, I do feel like she's going to work this out real quick. Okay, your daughter's streetwise. She's got it up here. She's just lonely. You are right in saying looking for love in the wrong ways. Yeah, it's about a daughter. All what you said is correct on her. I will smurf him out. Yes. Smurf him out. Yes, 100%. I've done that twice and I had to pull one back. So it sounds crazy, but one of my beautiful friends gave me that. And yeah, I do believe it works. Nicole Sten, the 28. Yes, we've done that. We've done that validation from Nicole Sten, did we, Ellie? Okay, over to you, love. My stream is just jumping now. Maybe because I updated Facebook, it just keeps on.
Nicole Sten said the 28th of July is when my pop passed away. Something is putting me to that day. I remember you telling me I may be moving on that date in a reading you've done for me about the house stuff 6 to 9 months ago.
Ah, beautiful. Thank you. Yes. Where are we up to? 6 to 9 months ago. Wow. Okay, let's keep going. I have to go because I'm in and out of time. Okay, see you, Bev. Okay, what have we got here? What do you use on your face? I've been meaning to ask this for a while, but your face is so smooth and glowing. Well, that would be the turmeric that Ellie loves, not. And the tea, I mean, I take collagen as well. I have minerals. I have magnesium, I have potassium, I have a lot of stuff that, not a lot of stuff. I just, probiotics. I mean, when your stomach they say that your skin is your largest organ, which it is, but your skin shows how your stomach is behaving, if that makes sense. Okay. And I use, what's his name? Dr. Someone's R cream. It was for, what was it? Yeah, it's called R cream. I can't remember what the doctor's name is on it, who's made it. And it's mainly just like a mixture of stuff that he's put together. And I've used that since I had like an issue with my face when I had the cancer. So, and I can't wear any makeup. I can't wear any foundation. Hey,
Dr. Michael's R cream.
Yeah, Dr. Michael, she's on fire, this girl, I tell you what. Dr. Michael's R cream it is. That's what I use on my skin, and I use hyaluronic acid, which is another one underneath, and then I put the cream on. So I use the hyaluronic acid, then I put the cream on as well. So that's what I use, but it's always glowing, and I find that when I have salmon, it's even like higher. It's even higher glowing than what it already is, because salmon is amazing for all the organs in the body. So I order the salmon in the big massive fish, and it's probably about 5 or 6 kilos. And I get about 14 to 16 pieces out of it, Like they get my friend who owns the fish shop to cut it into, fillets, and then they take all the bones out, of course, and then put it into separate bags. And then I pick it up when it's frozen. They freeze it for me, and I pick it up when I'm ready, and then go and eat it. I have it probably once or twice a week, sometimes 3 times if I feel like it, because I love it. And that's what keeps your skin glowing, is the salmon, because it's full of omega-3, omega-6. It's just amazing. And it's got astaxanthin in it as well, which is amazing for skin texture. So there's a lot of little tricks of the trade, and I did a lot of study on it, because when I had the cancer, my skin would flush from my feet up to my face, and I had this whole face, this whole beard. And my photos are on my Facebook page if you ever go back to it. And I had this whole beard of really bad, I don't know, like little blisters on my face everywhere. It was so itchy, but it was part of the cancer that got me, and that's what happened to me. So. And then ever since then, my skin's been really hypersensitive, so I've got to be careful what I put on it. So I can't wear foundation or block out. If I go in the sun, I put a little bit of block out on, and my face starts to get itchy. So I have to get that off in a couple of hours and just reapply. But yeah, I've got to be really careful. So there you go. If you want to send me a message there, Crystal, and I'll send you photos of what I take. I didn't hear it. Sorry, we'll listen to the reply. Thank you. Okay. Right, I'm just getting ahead here. So if you'd like to have a free mini reading, then come over to this main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. Okay, will my next painting, here it is, be successful? About feminist and ageism in women. Oh, yes, I do. I do see that up on the wall. Has that got a gold frame, Sarah? What's the painting with the gold frame? Is that like a woman, black and white, grey, black and white woman with a gold frame? If you haven't got the gold frame, I feel like the gold frame is going to be amazing for it, because I can see a big gold frame with the woman, black and white, and the window over the top of it, if that makes sense. Not a normal window, but like the glass or the perspex or whatever they use. Over to you there, Miss Ellie.
Yeah, so I've got a validation from Simonetta. She said, no, not getting married. That is September 7th this year. Yes, you're totally right about me doing too much and needed to take care of more. Funny you spoke about stomach. My daughter had called me and said she had stomach pain this morning, but yet, P.S., it's her bachelorette this week.
Ah, beautiful. Right, there you go. Oh, that's what they call it over there, bachelorette, which we call it a girls' night out.
Do we?
Yeah, girls' night out.
I've only heard the
Hen's night, yeah, girls' night, yeah. Hen's night, that's right. Yes. If I stop looking for my friend, she will be disappointed in me. If I stop looking for my friend, will she be disappointed in me? I don't think she will, and I should know better to even ask that question. I don't know what you mean by that, Crystal. Squizzy Rider, hi Leslie. I don't say Grand Rising anymore at the moment, because somebody said to me, oh, it's negative, it's what do you call it? It's demonic. I went, oh, okay, here we go. So I'm waiting to find out from some other spiritual friends to tell me if Grand Rising is not, Satan rising. I don't want to be saying that. That's why I haven't said it for a while. So I'm still waiting for people to get back to me. So good evening, Squizzy, to you too. I love to listen to your show, but sometimes I find I can't attune to the high energy and my head goes all over the place. Is this normal, Leslie? Thanking you. So if you're concerned about high energy with anything around you, then you need to tell your spirits to back off and leave you alone. Okay, so push them aside. And for example, when I come on my shows here, Spirit knows, I don't even have to say it now. He just knows that we're going live at 8 to 10. He needs to give me as much information as I want. And in a smorgasbord, because I have media law to remember, and I can't say everything on live shows, but he will give me a smorgasbord of everything so that I can pick and choose quickly what I can say on the live show here. But when I finish at the end of the night, I don't say anything. I just out the door and we're going home, and I say, sometimes I say, thank you, Spirit, but he knows that we're on at 8 till 10 and that's it. So that's what you probably need to do, is just pull everything back, because they're showing me shadows. So you are a bit spiritual. You do have the knowing, but the high energy could be just you getting messages coming through, and then they're trying to, they used to bash my head, used to give me massive headaches. That's how I used to know, is to get the headaches on one side of the head. So thank you. But you just acknowledge them and tell them to go until you're ready to start doing it. Then you just do 10 minutes a day. Say, okay, Spirit, I'm going to allow you to do 10 minutes with me at 1 o'clock till 1:10 p.m. And I'm going to write down everything that I see or that I hear. And it's all the faint messages. People expect them to give you, a novel, but they don't. They just give you faint messages. So you just need to write everything down, and that's how you can start. And then you do the next day, you might do a week of 10 minutes, and then the next week you might do 15 minutes, and you just slowly increase it if you want to. If you don't want to, you just acknowledge them and tell them to go away until you're ready to start this, because you don't want to be getting all these messages or getting things attached to you and things like that. So you got to protect yourself. Thank you. Yes, so try the Leanne Stockholm. She says my skin's glowing. She said, but try the R cream, as well as I don't know where you'd order it from. I order it from my skin's lady, but ask, look at turmeric. Go and look at cinnamon and look how good it is for your body. It's just, your body just loves all this anti-inflammatory stuff. And you feel great. Like, I don't feel my age, so I don't look my age. I don't feel my age. Lesley, you are truly amazing and so very gifted. You are spot on each time. Bless you, and please feel my gratefulness of your guidance tonight, as I really needed it so much, as I know you felt my energy and concerns. You're welcome there, Joe. Yes, I did feel that. I did feel that energy, Lovey. 100%. I was right beside you there with that thought, what you're thinking too. Over to you there, Miss Ellie.
So
beautiful.
I have validation from Karen Wern. She said, I got out of my rut, sold my home, new job, new car, new beginnings, just as you through Spirit said, the white feather in my street, in my new street number display was my message from Spirit as well. So blessed.
Oh, well done. Beautiful. Well done, Karen. That's awesome. I've done that before. I had a long time ago. I was heartbroken and just dropped everything. Just completely did a backflip and moved suburbs, changed cars, just did everything. Just got all that energy from whatever it was in that past away, and I just said, "That's it. I'm done." Sarah Kitchen, I'm told I'm an empath as I feel Spirit playing with my hair. Should I take it further? Yeah, well, it's funny because I've got an itchy head as I was reading that part. But yes, well, it's your call, Karen. Sarah. It's your call, lovey. You, like I just said, I was just saying about Spirit and what you can do. If you're not ready, then you're not ready. If some people don't want to do this, it's not like you can turn it off and on. I turn mine off and on. I don't have this cranking and going all day, every day of the week. All I ask my Spirit is to protect me 100% and everything and everyone around me. That's what I do. The house, the car, the daughter, the pets, the Ellie driving home. I just ask everyone, around me to be protected. That's what I ask for. And that's not much to ask for. And so if you can do that and start with that, that's amazing, because you're actually protecting other people if you've got some form of gift. But if you're feeling things and things touching your hair, it's usually, a past loved one that's doing that as well. So, which is cute. They want your attention, and sometimes they can't get your attention, so they'll do all these things to you to get your attention. And people think it's just nothing, blah blah blah. It's just nothing. It's my imagination, but no, I'm telling you, it's stuff. Like I walked into my office upstairs, and this was going back probably 6 weeks ago, and it was really weird because I never ever saw my chair, my office chair, and it's my old daughter's chair. never ever saw my chair turned around facing the door, and I felt like someone was sitting there watching me. And I said, "Okay, you can." I said, "Okay, get out of my chair and get out of the house because I don't know who you are." And I just felt like this was a really weird energy around me, and I didn't like it. So I said, "Get out of the house, leave me alone." And I turned the chair around and pushed it right in as far to the desk as I can, so that they couldn't sit back there. But I've felt that energy twice, and it just seems really, really quite bizarre. And I couldn't actually, out of all the times that I could actually determine or decipher who it was, this time I couldn't. I'm thinking, no, I don't like this energy. I want you out of here because I don't know who you are. You're like a stranger to me. So it might have just came, from another reading or whatever. And I just said, no, see ya. Don't need you here, buddy. And I know it was male. Nicole Sten, you are your best ever. The both of you two ladies, always in my eyes. Oh, thank you, Nicole. Very beautiful. So, yeah, it's Madonna. Sarah Critchen, what does she mean by that, Ellie? Yeah, it's Madonna. What do you mean by that, Sarah? If you can write back. My friend who is missing, I've just slowed down the process of looking as I'm getting older, and I just don't ever want to disappoint her. She won't be disappointed, lovey, but I should know better than to ask that question. I don't think she'd be disappointed and all the hard work I've done over the years. Of course, lovey, sometimes, when people go missing, they don't ever want to be found, so that's what happens, lovey. They don't ever want to be found. It's the same as when some people pass on and they pass over and people, come to me and they say, oh, Lesley, I feel really guilty because I didn't get to say goodbye. Well, 90% of the time, the person that's passed does not want you to be there to see their last breath. So they don't want you to see that. They don't want you to actually have that mourning, have that sorrow, so. But I'm just about to have a sneeze, Ellie, so.
Bless you in advance.
Oh. I don't know. Are you about to have a sneeze, Ellie? No? Oh, I've been sneezing all day. We've got a lot of dust at our work too for some reason, and everybody in the whole section just sneezes all the time. Yeah, so don't ever feel guilty, Crystal, about not finding your friend or not doing enough because they appreciate this. Like they appreciate anything, these people on the other side. Yeah, Nicole Stan, she said, that's what I'm doing, the same thing. Wow, thank you. Okay, I feel that my hair is being touched occasionally. I actually thought it was my cat, but my mum used to play with my hair when I was younger. That's beautiful. Thank you, Karen. Madonna and ageism. Oh, okay. Madonna and ageism speech. Okay. Fair enough. I think that if you did a search for Sarah Critchen, if you search for Madonna, #Madonna on TikTok, you'll see some form of rituals behind her as well. So you might not like what I'm saying, but have a look on TikTok. Okay. Crystal Brown was, thank you very much. I needed to hear that. I've just felt so guilty the last year that I had to pull back. No, lovey, don't ever feel guilty. They know that you're there to help. They know that you're there to assist and do whatever you can. And she was probably I feel like she's probably just standing there saying, don't even bother because I'm not coming out. I'm not going to be found. Okay, so that's what happens with people. They don't want their soul doesn't want to be found. And it doesn't matter how many psychics you go to, they don't want to be found. I've seen that before. I said last night that I did a missing persons case and I found him behind this is going back probably 2 years ago, I think it was. And I found him behind the little shopping center and there was a creek, and this is in the States, and I never thought for a second that that would affect me, but I can't imagine you know what I mean? And this guy was missing for a week, but this lady for you has been missing for some time. And I remember you actually coming on the show, Crystal, a long time ago asking about this lady, now that I think about it. She says, yeah, I've been looking hard for her for the last 20 years, but she's been missing since 1985. It definitely takes a toll on you, but as long as she knows that I'm okay. Yes, 100%, Lovey. They always appreciate. They don't take anything negative to the other side. They're not like that. It doesn't matter what they were like here in the living, in the passing. It's extremely neutral. It's like going back to the car analogy, and you put the car in neutral. That's exactly how they are, because they can't actually pass away with pain. They can't actually pass away and take all that remorse with them and all this whatever else. I've only ever seen one disappointed person from the other side, and she was jumping up and down next to me, and because me and the lady that I was reading for, and I've said this story a few times, the stockings, Ellie just pulling up the stockings on her leg. She goes, yep, it was the lady with the stockings, because in the coffin, when they're all in a rush to get to the funeral, and they gave all the her clothes to the funeral parlor to dress this mother for the funeral the following day, and sure as ever, one of the sisters thought that they gave the stockings to the parlor, and then the other one thought that they gave the stockings to the parlor, but they didn't. And then they realized that the bag was still in the car. And then when they did the showing of the mother's body and at the funeral, it was they started kind of not laughing but laughing, because they couldn't believe that the mother had no stockings on for once in her life, and she wasn't even alive. She was in the coffin. And when I did the private reading for her, the mother was standing here jumping up and down saying, don't you laugh at my stockings. And I said to the client, I said, what is the stockings with your mum? And she starts laughing, and then she tells me the story, and we were hysterical laughing, but the mother standing next to me jumping down saying, stop that laughing. She was very upset. That's the only person I've ever seen disappointed, because she was very vain about having lipstick on and looking her best for when she's even passed, let alone in the living. She was like worse in the passing. But it was really funny reading. It was really, and sometimes you got to bring things up like that. You got to actually lift the readings up so that it makes it more fun for the person, or not fun for the person, but not so much doom and gloom, because then otherwise that sticks to people, So we just need to make it a little bit more happier, so to speak. But we'll be back in a minute. You're listening to Alive 90.5 FM.
Alive 90.5.
Yeah. I do remember that day, that poor woman. She was just there, just jumping up and down, pointing at me, and I was laughing so much. And I was only laughing because my client was laughing so much. And I was laughing because I didn't know what she was laughing at when I said the stocking thing, because I didn't know the joke. Oh, I need to do some stretches. You cool, Ellie?
Yeah.
What's that thing?
Look no further. The Centre for Gastrointestinal Health is your trusted partner, with locations in Castle Hill, Bella Vista, Bowral, Gregory Hills, and Ulladulla. Our expert team of highly trained gastroenterologists and dietitians focuses on uncovering the root causes of gastrointestinal issues through a personalised and holistic approach to healthcare. So call 1300 580 239 today.
Oh my God, everything's even my work email. What's going on? Must have had an update. Everything must have been updated.
We all know businesses that
Stupid
don't
technology.
answer their phones sound unprofessional and lose new customers. Every business can have a turnkey receptionist team answering calls for just $1 per day plus call charges. Stop sending your customers to voicemail and join the hundreds of smart businesses using turnkey receptionists by calling 028069 9111 now and ask about our 3 free offer. Turnkeyreceptionist.com.au. Station sponsor. Are you looking for a home loan or refinancing your existing loan? Confused by all the mortgage rigmarole? Not sure where to start? Give Deb a call from Debbie Does Home Loans. With access to over 30 lenders, she can find you the best deal according to your personal situation. Best part is, you won't pay a cent for her services. Call Deb on 0449 909 133. The mortgage broker who puts the fun back into finance. DebbieDoesHomeLoans.com.au. Station sponsor.
Right now, you're here to hear what's coming through your speakers. But have you thought about how you can be here to hear when a mate, colleague, or loved one needs a chat? Ask, are you okay? And let the people you care about know you're here to really
How long have I
hear
got?
them. Because a
10
conversation
seconds.
could change your life.
Trying to send a message.
AreYouOK.org.au.
Welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero, and welcome back to my show. So we've got half an hour to go, guys. So if you'd like to have a free mini reading, then come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. And tell me where you're from, suburb, state, country, county. I'd love to know who I'm helping around the world. I haven't done many readings tonight. I've done a lot of talking about spirit. So have you got any validations there, Ellie?
Yeah. So Squizzy
Squizzy Rider.
Thank you so much for your answer,
cute.
Lesley. You're right. I can sense emotions, illnesses, etc. from other people. From now on, I will choose to protect myself when I get this strong energy. Thank you again, Lesley.
Yeah, don't be afraid of it. It's never going to hurt you. It's how you just deal with it. That's all. Any other ones there, Ellie? No? So Nicole said, I asked my loved ones to give me a sign. I think she means a sign. The other day, I got all goosebumps. Well done. So yes, you can do that with spirit. They will show you signs. They will show you lots of stuff. So Dalrina George, hello Lesley. Thanks for contacting me today. I've been busy reading. Just wondering if you have any messages for me. Love to know where my life is heading. Yes, well, I mentioned a lot of stuff to you last night, and I spoke to you on the phone tonight, Darina, so get stuck into that. I feel like things will be changing, so get stuck into that first. You need to do your research, lovey, with what I sent you. So he was an innocent man until that policeman. Okay, well, I don't know what we're talking about there. They're having a conversation. Leanne Stockham. My grandson found his previous carer, oh no, passed the weekend before last and is attending his funeral tomorrow. Will he be okay, please? He's been so resilient, and I pray he stays that way. Yes, 100% he will, lovey. He's just needs to grieve as well. Like some people don't know how to grieve. It's awful. 100% Leanne. Leanne Stockham. Wow, that's no good. That's really sad. It's happening all the time now. Yeah, 100%. Your grandson's going to be fine. But I feel like this is just it's made him realize the value of life as well, which is it's a good thing, but it's not a good thing, if that makes sense. So it's a good thing that he's realized the value of life, but he's not. It's not the good thing that he's found the person passed over. But yeah, I just feel like that he needs time. People have got to be patient and have time to heal, because even though that wasn't a physical connection of a relationship or a family member, but it was a carer, then they still have that tiny little bit of connection, so it's like when you stick the PowerPoint into the power, and it just connects, and then you turn the switch on and off. That's kind of like the same thing, it's like you're turning off the connection and there's no more connection, but you need to pull the plug out to actually move on, and it's hard to move on because you need to pull that plug out. I don't know where I got that analogy from, but that's a weird one. But anyway, but he will be fine. He's a lot more mature than I think he realizes as well. So you're welcome there, Sarah Critchen. She says, love your spirit wisdom. Love the stories. I'm from the UK, and thank you. Reading so special. Thank you. Okie dokie. Who have we got here? So send me your questions, guys. It's been a very informative night, girls in spirit. Thank you, Sharon. Yeah, sometimes I just go organically with spirit now. If he wants me to do a lot of readings, there hasn't been a lot of questions on here, so I can talk the legs off 60 chairs. So I just go with spirit, and whatever he gives me to talk about, I talk about. And if it relates to some of your questions, it's amazing how many people send me private messages and say, you were talking about someone else the other night and it related to me. And that's just spirit doing, like a double whammy or a triple whammy to other people at the same time. And whatever I get can be resonated at the same time to the people on the live. It's just amazing how we work. So Vicky Daly, I fell over today and smashed my head. I fell over a lot. I fall over a lot. Send healing prayers, please, and thank you. Why are you falling over? What's going on? Low blood pressure. What is going on, Vicky? You need to sort that out. because it's no good to keep falling over. It's it's not good. You're supposed to stand on your feet, not be flat out on the floor, lovey. So you need to get that sorted out. Definitely, you need to really. I can see you like all over the place. Dizzy. You need to get that sorted out, lovey. This is not good. All right. Yeah, I'm just running here, doctor. Get to the doctor, get some scans, get something. Look for a functional medicine doctor. I feel like you're deficient. You feel like you're deficient in like your trace minerals. So the trace minerals are amazing, guys. You shouldn't be losing your balance at all. It doesn't matter how old you are. It's usually low blood pressure or something else that's going on with the brain, or an imbalanced thing, or eyesight can be not good either as well. Most of the time if people are deficient in iodine and everything like that as well. I have it when the community clicks as we seem to be engaging. Okay, I don't know what that means. Thank you, and yes, you're right. I think I think like most of us, losing a loved one in the beginning, it feels surreal. Hence the reason I'm allowing him to go have his goodbyes. Yes, lovey. They need to learn respect, show respect for the past loved ones, but they learn their lessons as well. I mean, we had at school, I remember many, many years ago, we were in this little group thing, and at school, like it's like year 7 to year 10 or whatever, and we had this little group thing, and sure as ever, some of the boys in the group, there was probably 20 of us, girls and boys, and some of the boys that were in a really bad car accident. A couple of them made it out and a couple of them didn't, and it was just horrendous in those days. Like they were just silly in the cars. These days they're more, you don't hear of it as often. But when we went to the funeral, I think I was only about 13, and it was the worst thing I could ever imagine myself at. And pretty much the whole school was there. And sure as ever, I never drove fast after that. I mean, I learnt, I did a driver training course. I did a lot of stuff to perfect my driving because I learnt my lessons from that time of seeing that kid, that funeral. So it was just pretty bad. And that was my first funeral. It was terrible. Will this physical pain of mine go away? So physical pain, Lisa Warren. Will this physical pain of mine go away? Sometimes physical pain can be from deficiency in vitamin D. So get to your functional medicine doctor and get some bloods done, I feel like, Lisa, because you need to get sorted out, lovey. And I feel like there's not enough, I feel really dehydrated in the mouth. So there's not enough like water or just nutrition. That's what I'm getting at. I'm trying to say it, but I can't even say it. Okie dokie. So Leanne Stockham, good night. Thank you for my reading and all the birthday wishes, ladies. Good evening, Lee. Angela Simone, does Spirit have any messages for me related to work or health related? Please, thank you. So Angela. So what have we got here, Angela? I've got the number 10 for you, October. I do feel like the things are going to shift and change. It's like a complete backflip. Like the number 8, how it goes up and down. And I also, what's with the number 8 as well? Just plain 8. Is that the letterbox, or is that a number letterbox, or what is that to you? So it's really weird because I just found it. I just saw it on a letterbox. Letterbox is or some. It keeps showing me a letterbox. I just had another flash of that as well. So, and you get the anxiety as well, my dear. But I do feel like that work is going to settle down. You want things to be changing, but it's you got to help the change as well. So it's about you changing. What's up, Ellie? All good. You changing your mindset as well, because I think things are shifting because you're unhappy. Okay, so things need to shift around you as well. So the more you're unhappy with something, the more it's going to happen for you. So we need to look at things like being like looking forward to the day before it's even happening and saying, oh, this is going to be amazing. I'm going to have such a good time. I'm going to find the job that I want, because I feel like October is going to be the change in workplace. And you need this too, because you want more money and you want more responsibility. Okay, so that's going to be good for you. More, and the money's definitely coming in around November into December, believe it or not, because December's Christmas, but I'm getting money coming in there. And they're showing me the empty pockets as well. Okay, they show me shadows as well. Do you sense things? Do you have that knowing feeling? Like you just know something's not right and it's not right? Because that's you being a psychic here, and you probably don't even realize it. But I'll leave it there. Let me know. So Angela Simone, she just said validation 8th of June, son's birthday. Okay, beautiful. There you go. There's the 8. I thought it was a letterbox. Why am I seeing letterbox? Then you must be getting mail. I had the 8 close to when I saw the letterbox. But I did see the 8 on the letterbox. So what does that mean? I don't know what that means. But just write all in one word, in like validation, all in one, the answers to that there, Angela Simone, please. Glennis Lacey, what an inspiring evening with you all. Many wise words. You have touched on subjects that answer our questions. Thank you, Glennis. Okay. We're nearly ready to leave the studio. What have we got here? Lisa Warren, yes. The physical pain, yes. 100%. Guys, if you've got pain, like, there's a lot of ways of, especially joint pain and things like that, like anything with an itis on the end is usually an inflammation. So you need to look at things that are flaring up your body, and look at nutrition. Nutrition is what you put in is what you get out. So I can't stress that enough. I don't eat a lot of meat either. I just dislike meat, but the other day I had some beautiful, I very rarely eat meat, but I had beautiful pieces of some, oh gosh, what was it? Cuttleman's cut, I think they call it. It was very thick. It's beautiful. And it was like $42 a kilo. I only had 2 of them. It cost me a fortune. But it was just the best I've ever had. And I sealed it first, and then I put a bit of onions with it, and I sealed it with the onions, and kind of like the onions marinated it as well, and it was so beautiful. But thank you for that. Lisa Warren, water. Yeah, I feel thirsty, and tomorrow I need to drink a liter of water for a test to see if this pain is real or not. Meaning, is it stress? Bloods are perfect. Yeah, that's what I mean. So it doesn't matter if your bloods are perfect. They don't always check for every mineral. So look at the, she said, my doctor said she's proud of my blood test results. Perfect. So this could be just a deficiency in some minerals there, Lisa. So have a look. Do your own research for yourself, okay? Or get a functional medicine doctor to sort you out, because they look at the naturopathic side, and they also look at the doctor side as well. Yeah, so it's getting cold, and that can bring on pain too. So some people suffer from coldness because of a deficiency in iodine as well. So lots of stuff. So look it up. Do your research. The main things are your trace minerals. But over to you there, Miss Ellie.
Yeah, so Angela Simone said, yes, I know things and sense them. I do see things. I do need change at work, and I have been unwell, hoping for a change. Your steak, ribeye steak, it's Scotch fillet on the bone cuddle man's cut.
Yes, that's it. Exactly that. That's beautiful. Thank you. I couldn't think of the name of it. But that ribeye steak was, oh my God, and had the bone, and it was just beautiful. And I don't eat a lot of, animal stuff. I eat fish and chicken, but not meat, because I just don't find that the meat is very nice these days. If you buy it out of, Coles or Woolies, forget it. I haven't done that for years. But yeah, so what have we got here? Hi, Leslie. There is something wrong with my daughter. All she does is smoke one after another, and she drinks wine. She has done a lot of damage to her liver. She won't listen. Thank you. Diane Williams. You know what you can do with her, and this is going to sound really, really crazy, is put your, now this was taught to me by one of my PT clients who's very spiritual as well, and this is going back a few years ago now, and she said that she had an issue with her receptionist at work, and she put her hand on her back and she said, this is going to sound crazy, Jesus, take the devil out of whatever her name was now. And she told him, she didn't say please or thank you, she said just take the devil out of them. And sure as ever, within 24 hours, this person had come to being back to normal. So sometimes, and if they're drinking and smoking, anything with drinking is a spirit. So spirit, get it? Spirits are inside her, and she's probably, look, I don't know. I don't like to say this. It sounds really crazy when I talk about it. But I did some research because I'm like the angel side. I do all this stuff on the angel side, like the goodness. But then I realized about 6 months ago, there's the demonic side, and there's the real negative and real ugly side of people. And I was wondering why. And I said to one of my really closest friends, I said to her, come over, we're going to watch a couple of videos on exorcism and all this stuff and blah, blah, blah. And I said, I need to have someone with me because I'm a bit scaredy cat. And she laughed. She said, all right. She goes, I like all this stuff. So she came over and we watched some videos on exorcism. And I just realized there was a video with 4 priests in a room, and they were all talking, about how they conducted their exorcism and how they get the demons and whatever else out of people. And I thought it was crazy until they started talking about how it came about. And then it started to click to me that people that get other entities attached to them and whatever else, it sounds crazy, but it might be true. I don't know. But yes, I think, drinking and smoking is not good for people, obviously, and that's the the negative side of everything. So ask spirit to get the demons out. Just ask them to get the demons out. Ask them to get rid of all the toxicity in your daughter and change that state. Put some white light around her. Do lots of white light stuff as well. And this all sounds crazy. I never used to believe in it myself until I started to see it. So now I can say, well, I'm not crazy, but I know that this is real. I don't want it to be real, but it is real, and I have to come to terms with it. And that's where we're in right now. We're in a spiritual war, aren't we? So, but I'll leave that there. So what have we got here just before we go? You are like me. I eat that too. I too like how you eat. I'm not much on meat also, Nicole. Yes, I know. Thank you. So, wow, it's gone so quick tonight. I'm always in awe of your live show. You're such a humble. Thank you. I am very humble, but I don't like it when people do the wrong thing and lie and carry on and all that stuff. So, Angela Simone, it's an amazing thing. All of that stuff, I believe in it. Yeah, some people don't believe in the demonic side of spirit, but it is there, and that's why you have. They start to have, so the priests were talking about, they have communication breakdowns. So in the family, you'll see the person starting to change in the household. Like the person, doesn't matter if it's male or female, if they're a sensitive person as well, even worse, because then they attach to everything. If they're too empathetic as well, they attach to everything. Or everything attaches to them, and they cannot get out of it because the demons are inside, and they start making them do things, and they talk in their head and they do stuff. And this is the priest talk, it's not me. Just go to YouTube and just look up exorcisms and how the priests do it, and you'll be very surprised at how they conduct themselves and how they actually tell people to how to remove this thing. So. But yes, it's not something that I wanted to do. And somebody asked me, one of the psychics asked me many years ago, would it be about 3 or 4 years ago now? I said, oh, Lesley, what do you plan on doing with your remote viewing? And I said, well, I don't know. I was thinking of doing, missing persons and, solving some cases and stuff like that. And he goes, well, I'll never be able to speak to you again. And I said, why? And then he says, well, because you'll have everything attached to you. You'll have all the the negativity and all that evil and all that nasty and all that stuff attached to you. And I said, oh God, no, thanks. I'm out of there. I won't be doing that. So I just said, I'll do radio. That's easier. But anyway, we'll leave it there. Any more validations there, Ellie? We'll be just say this prayer, which is the same prayer that I did last night because it's beautiful, from Miss Harvey. And it goes like this. It's for the collective. So as this prayer is writing, what is it you seek? Are you sad, frail, hurting, or vulnerable as your tears gently flow down from your cheeks? This prayer is for you wherever you are. Maybe you are local or even from afar. No matter the difference, be these words, prayers, or rhymes, life is listening to you in your hard times. So a prayer is now on its way to you. Hold on to your faith, as we all hope you can do. Let's take a moment so we can send you hope, faith, and love. We are all here with you. Yes, even your angels above. So as a collective, let us all send out a prayer of peace in the hope that your problems will gently release. Tomorrow brings with it a blessed new day. This is the reason it's for you that we pray. Sending you love and light and blessings. Good night, everybody. And good night, Tony, too. I nearly forgot to say good night to Tony, my MS client. Take it easy, guys, and we'll see you next Sunday from 8 till 10. Good night. Have a beautiful week. Bye.
Alive 90.5. Alive 90.5.
Oh. What happened there? See you guys.